Finally finished. Today I'm going to be making and showing you a step-by-step tutorial on how to make a Latin American cookie called alfajores with my little sister. For this recipe, you're going to need 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of cornstarch, 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a little bit of lime zest, a cup of butter, we're using the whole block for this one, and a little bit of vanilla. For this first step, you're going to want to take your 1 cup of cornstarch and sift it through one of these. After you finish sifting your 1 cup of cornstarch, you're going to now want to take your 2 cups of flour and sift it again. Now, moving on to our third step, we're going to add our 6 tablespoons of sugar, and we're going to sift it again as well. We're adding our baking powder here, so you can also do that too.
2,000 years later.
And we're now going to move on to our fifth step, which is zesting our lime. And while I'm doing this, Mila is going to be cutting up the butter. You don't want too much lime zest, so about this much is good. Now you're going to want to add your butter. For our last step of ingredients, you're going to want to add just a little bit less than a spoon of vanilla. Now that we've got all of our ingredients in the bowl, we have to mix it with our hands as if it was like dough. As you're mixing and kneading the dough, it should look like this consistency. Now we're going to make the actual cookie shape. So we're going to use a cookie cutter, a piece of parchment paper, and for this, we're going to use one of these tortilla makers because for the traditional recipe, you're supposed to use a rolling pin, but we don't really have one. But if you don't have one of these either, you can just flatten it out yourself. This is how thick your cookie should be. We finally finished making all the cookies. Okay. And remember, don't make the cookies too thin, otherwise they will break off and crumble. Now we preheated the oven to 350 and we're going to go put them in the oven for 10 minutes. We're going to be using dulce de leche, which is milk caramel. So you're going to want to take 1 cookie, place it on the plate, and then you put your milk caramel on top. Then you take another cookie and you gently place it on top because these cookies can break very easily. And then in the end, it should look something like this. I added some powdered sugar on the top, but these are what your cookies should look like in the very end. Please like and subscribe and let me know if you guys make it.